As we begin another school year for college, university, elementary, and high school, all of the different types, we are excited to be joined by Ron Hogue, the Vice President of Advancement at Providence University College and Theological Seminary. Ron, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Sylvia. It's really nice to talk to you today.
Absolutely. So, you guys are in full swing. How are you feeling about this new school year?
Yeah, good question. Well, I mean, this is going to be a school year like no other for us. It's our centennial year this year, 100 years of Providence. So our welcome week, which is typically welcoming back our returning students and our new students, starts next week. And it's going to be exciting. I mean, the rest of the week is full of special events to help settle students into the rhythm of the new school year. And it culminates in our centennial weekend celebrations beginning Friday night on the 5th.
So exciting. And like you said already, it's a big year. Centennial is nothing to shake a stick at. 100 years. I would love for you to share some of the ways that Providence is celebrating, not only with your students, but alumni as well as just the general public.
Yeah, it is jam-packed, as I said. Welcome week is next week. On the Friday, we actually start our centennial weekend celebrations with a an award ceremony at the RBC Convention Center downtown Winnipeg for distinguished servants of Providence. We're going to be honoring 26 distinguished individuals and their families who've made long-standing contributions to Providence throughout the last century, including people who have served as leaders, faculty, staff, students, board members, donors, and just friends whose achievements embody our mission at Providence. Later that evening on the Friday is our Centennial Gala. That's our celebration component to the Centennial, where our community is going to be gathering to celebrate 100 years of faith, learning, and leadership, as well as hearing about our plans for the next years to come. We've got Tim Neufeld, a Providence alum from Tim and the Glory Boys, performing at the gala along with our reassembled alumni choir, which is going to be very exciting. They're going to be performing individually and together. And it should be quite a night celebrating just God's faithfulness to Providence. On a Saturday, we have our Centennial Festival, which is being held on our Otterburn campus from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that's where we invite friends, family, anybody who has an interest in what's happening at Providence and is connected to Prov in any way, just for an on-site campus celebration. We're going to have live music, things for the kids, petting zoos, face painting, bouncy castles. You got to have those. Men's and women's home opener soccer matches also happening that day. There'll be a classic car club visit there. We're going to have special events for alumni of Prov, where they get to meet past faculty and friends at an alumni connection hub that we're setting up. There'll also be some educational pop-ups by university professors who are going to be sharing their passions through some hands-on things like courtyard haikus in poetry, campus nature walks, some microscope magic for the kids. There'll be food trucks, cotton candy, lemonade, coffee, and admission is free. So we're really inviting everybody to come down for that on the Saturday. Saturday night, we've got a big event in Steinbach at the new Steinbach or Southeast Event Center, featuring a concert by two-time Grammy Award-winning Zach Williams. And opening the concert is somebody that I know you're familiar with, our Juno Award winner from Niverville, Jordan St. Cyr. That's at 7 o'clock at the Steinbach Event Center. But we're so excited about this. These are both Christian artists that your listeners will have heard on CHVN, excellent storytellers. And again, this event is open to the public, students, alumni, the wider community. There's going to be some really heartfelt stories, some passionate worship, and the energy is just going to be fantastic as we are just reminded of, again, God's faithfulness to Providence. So I think there's been about 2,300 tickets sold so far. So we're starting to get to capacity. So if anybody's interested, they should go to prov.ca/100 and they can order some tickets there. And then on the Sunday, on the 7th at 2 o'clock, again on our Otterburn campus, we're going to be holding a centennial worship service. That's going to be a time of praise and reflection for our family and friends in gratitude of God's faithfulness over the years and over the past century. Again, we're going to have music, some scripture, some powerful messages, and it's just a really nice way to wrap up our centennial celebrations over that weekend.
What a fantastic jam-packed weekend that has so many different aspects to it. I think that's incredible. I can't wait for that concert as well. I'm going to be involved and very excited to do that. Also, didn't know Tim Neufeld was an alumni. That's really cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you bet.
Um, when it comes to Providence University College and Theological Seminary, 100 years ago, it was started really humbly, which I love hearing that story. But at this point, how many students roughly attend Providence?
So we have two sites that encompass Providence. We obviously have our Otterburn site, which is our main campus, just south of Winnipeg. And then we have a site in downtown Winnipeg, excuse me, at the Massey building. Um, so between those two sites, we have approximately 1,500 students or so that are taking a variety of university and seminary courses with our faculty. Um, that number is probably going to decrease or will decrease, especially in the Winnipeg site, owing to the restrictions that the federal government put on university students being able to attend classes in Canada. So our population is also pretty diverse too. We obviously focus on primarily southern Manitoba in terms of the student funnel, but we've got students from across Canada, the U.S., South America, as well as from places as far as Myanmar, India, Korea, and some African countries as well.
That's pretty phenomenal. And yeah, I understand what's happening as well. Um, when it comes to Providence College, what really sets it apart compared to other Christian colleges?
That's a really good question. Well, for one thing, we've been around for 100 years. There's that. Um, and as you said, it's Providence University and Theological Seminary. So we're not a Bible college, which offers exclusively discipleship and ministry related programs. Um, we offer an accredited professional degree program from bachelor's to master's to doctorates and everything in between. But we also have a seminary that's embedded within the university itself. So we have more than 30 program offerings, which are some of which are very unique, such as aviation, with a partnership that we have with Harv's Air in Steinbach. We have business, health, science, psychology. Our counseling program is renowned. Um, and we offer leadership and theological studies as well. Um, we have a beautiful 100-acre campus, 30 minutes south of Winnipeg. So we have a very unique setting, and we're very proud of that. It's very conducive to distraction-free study and building strong relationships within our community. And we have an amazing competitive athletics program. It's been around for 50 years. We have they're the pilots, and our pilots teams include men's and women's volleyball, basketball, soccer, and futsal. And we've been the first Manitoba CCAA team to host nationals last year with the men's volleyball national championships, which were held in Niverville. And we're hosting the women's volleyball nationals this coming March in 2026.
Fantastic. So many things that do set you apart. And I will say there's also a gorgeous little river that runs near.
That's
It's a
true.
great location. Um, Fantastic. Is there anything else that you wanted to share today as you're gearing into this new school year?
Yeah, I guess two things. One, if parents or prospective students are interested in checking out what Providence has to offer, I'd suggest starting with our website, which can be found at prov.ca, and navigate to our admissions and campus life pages, which will give parents and students a great overview of the course offerings and student aid options and a glimpse of the student experience at Providence. Um, and I think lastly, keeping in mind that we're coming up to our celebration weekend, that we're just so grateful for all the ways that the people in southern Manitoba and beyond have supported Providence throughout our peaks and our valleys over the last 100 years. Um, and, we extend an invitation to your listeners to join us in celebrating this milestone by participating in any or all of our Centennial Weekend events, September 5th through 7th. Again, just go to prov.ca/100 for all the event details on that weekend.
Fantastic. Ron, I really appreciate you taking the time, and I wish you all the best for this week and the rest of the school year as well. And we're going to celebrate this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sylvia.